Ghislaine Maxwell claimed this week that 25 of like Epstein's conspirators made deals before all of this, and as a
Yeah.
result, they won't be in the files. How would that even legally be possible?
Prosecutorial deals, like some worked out something with the government. I mean, there will be records. I mean, there has to be records of things like that. And of course, we don't fully know what records are still being withheld, and they keep finding more records. And the law, you talked, Brian, I think you mentioned earlier something about with respect, or maybe Nolan, the notion of the self-inflicted wounds about the budget, right? This is also a self-inflicted wound about the legislation. Yeah. I'm talking about just the prosecution, the failure to investigate, the failure to stop what was going on, maybe even the contributions in the sense of participation by people, all valid issues to talk about. But from a document release standpoint, the Epstein law that Congress passed was deficient. These idiots didn't put in a mechanism for enforcement. There's nothing in there, whether it was enforcement by the public under the Freedom of Information Act or the way we designed the JFK Assassination Records Collection Act. There's no enforcement even for Congress to do anything, so that they're complaining that the law is not being complied with. But you idiots didn't add a single sentence to just put in a compliance or enforcement mechanism, which would have been easy to do. So that's delayed things. I mean, obviously the sheer number of records has delayed things. And as we're seeing, even though it's supposed to be everything released with at least protecting the victims, they're screwing it up, as I said. Some of that's expected. It's not appropriate. No. It's not justifiable. It's just expected because there's too much. And we've been talking about this in FOIA for years, the use of AI, to try and use AI to go through millions of documents to compare, to make sure that redactions are consistent. Because I've been seeing this for years. Oh, the government always, I rely on the government to screw up, to release information in one document that they withheld in another. But the problem is, in this type of case, that context could be really damaging to someone personally, either because of a false allegation against them that they did something criminal, or that they might have been a victim. And, we don't want to victimize victims.
Well, and I think what you're also making a point for here, Mark, is something that we've talked about many times. If you want to enforce FOIA, good Lord, put some more money into the FOIA Act, put more people involved so they can go and screen. These are millions of documents. Yeah, you're going to screw up. Like you said, I count on the government to screw up. And usually they don't let me down. If they're going to fuck it up, they'll fuck it up. But
that's your government working for you.
Yeah, that's what they're working for you. That's a commercial we can make. But at the end of the day, I look at it and go, this just ain't going to end. I don't know how else to look at it.